Hello and welcome to The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak 2. After the end of 1, we continue with 2. So, let's see how we continue it. I think last time I went with heart, so let's stay there. Even if I cast a bit at times. Nothing too bad. Clear data available. I think I take the one from a Nightmare Run, the New Game Plus. Recap video. I suppose so. Can't touch.
Nestled away in the old town area of Edith, capital of the Calvard Republic, is a small, humble business. It was owned by Van Arkwright, a problem solver of sorts called a Spriggan. One day, a first-year student from Aramis Academy, Agnès Claudel, showed up at his door. She requested his help in finding antique orbments called the Genesees, which she inherited from her great-grandfather. Utilizing his connections in normal society and the underworld, Van and Agnès found one of the Genesees, only to come under fire from a mafia group called Almada. Despite the seemingly hopeless situation, the Genesis resonated with Van's Zypha, a tactical orbment from which a little fairy named Mare appeared. With her assistance, Van clad himself in an armor made of shards and transformed into the Grendel. He turned the tables on the mafioso with its overwhelming strength. After that, Agnès agreed to work for Van part-time in exchange for his help in finding all 8 Genesees. The two of them traveled all across Calvard in search of them and made a number of new friends along the way. Fairy Al-Fayed, a Jaeger who was raised for a life on the battlefield as a Kruga warrior. Aaron Way, a prodigy and a reckless leader of a group of delinquents from Longcourt's Eastern Quarter. Risette Twinings, a service concierge dispatched from the Marduk Company to provide Arkwright Solutions with impeccable support. Catra Salesian, a young engineer stationed at the Basel Institute of Science, where he participates in the development of cutting-edge technology. Judith Lanster, a famous actress in the world of film who leads a double life as the Phantom Thief Grimcat. And Bearguard Zeman, Van's former mentor, and a man who cast off his old name. Together, they braved countless ordeals and collected many of the Genesees. Though they were hounded at every turn by Almada, who were using the devices to sow confusion and chaos wherever they went. Eventually, Almada's leader, Gerard Dantes, detonated a nuclear weapon in a remote village and wiped it off the map. Multiple factions, now driven to bring about Almada's end, found themselves as pawns in a death game, where Van and his friends came out on top and ultimately defeated Almada's executives and cohorts. Then they put an end to Dantes, the source of all this evil. However, during a festival celebrating the Calvardian Revolution, one of Almada's leaders, Melchior, unleashed pandemonium on the capital, and in the process revived Dantes and the other executives and summoned countless demons into the city. Pandemonium brought time and Edith to a standstill, but with the aid of their allies, Van and his crew were able to once again defeat Melchior and Dantes. Upon Dantes' demise, the diabolic core that he had absorbed into his body found its way back to Van, its original host. Van awakened as Vagrant's diaspora and disappeared, fleeing from his companions. Unwilling to lose their friend, the group chased after him into the boundary between Zemuria and the Beyond and confronted the demon that overtook him. Thanks to the urging of his friends, Van was able to regain himself and temporarily drive the Demon Lord out by flinging the core into the depths of the rift. With all of these incidents behind them and the end of the year fast approaching, everyone other than Agnes bid a brief farewell to Van as they each left Edith behind. But before they departed, they all promised that they'd see each other again in the near future.
February 20th at 2:24. Special Forces.
Gamma Squad, go!
Target confirmed. Moving to apprehend.
Our next prey.
Now, devour them all! Start corrode! The Grendel's online!
Okay. Another Grendel.
What the hell?
What in the world? I knew I sensed something down here, but I wasn't expecting to find bodies.
No good. I'm only getting a faint response now. Ugh, I really thought we had it this time. This place is gonna be locked up real tight after today. Talk about lame.
Huh. Maybe we should pay our friend a visit. His connections could come in handy, and we do still owe him our thanks.
Oh yeah, our thing should match his 4 SPG requirements, shouldn't it? Well, if we go, I'm totally helping myself to his secret stash of sweets.
If you want to play with fire, be my guest. I think that's our cue to get out of here.
Yeah, let's move, S.
Yeah, it's Swin and Nadia from Reverie. From Trails into Reverie. February 20th, 9:45.
I can't wait! Do you think his car is faster than Van's truck?
Your guess is as good as mine, sweetie. We'll be back home later this evening.
You better be. Things have been a little too weird around here lately. All right, have tons of fun out there, you may.
Okie dokie, Grandpa. I'll be back soon!
Early yesterday morning, there was a small explosion near a municipal building in the capital. According to our report, it was the result of a power outage, and there was no sign of criminal activity. In other news, a Grand Circuit exhibition race will be held today.
For real? It's too early for this shit. Yes? Thought you weren't working today.
It's nearly 10 a.m., you know. You really should be wide awake at this hour. I have a job fit for a Spriggan, so you better start waking up already. Van.
Elaine or Claire.
So, wasn't expecting you to drop by the office, much less in casual wear. Better be careful walking around in that, or else Lil Miss Famous will have even more eyes on her.
Oh, please. I can blend in with the crowd just fine, as long as I act like myself. So, what are your thoughts? I just had it tailor-made.
Well, let's see. Huh. Yeah, seems pretty alright. Always good to wear something easy to move around in. What? What did I say?
Oh, nothing.
She wanted you to tell her that she looks good.
So, what's going on with your sleep schedule? Was it thrown off kilter, or are you just becoming lazy? Perhaps your old habits are rearing their ugly heads, now that you don't have your assistants to keep you in line.
It ain't like that. I've just been up to the neck in work is all. Though I am slowing my pace a little. At least until they get back.
Speaking of, I can't believe it's already been 2 months since they all left. I'm surprised they haven't returned yet.
Yeah, well, they all had some unfinished business to take care of. On the bright side, things have been nice and quiet around here lately. It's just like old times.
Oh? I've heard testimony to the contrary. A little birdie told me Agnes has been coming here every week for part-time work.
Not true. She comes every other week. And I doubt she'll be able to do even that much in the coming weeks. She's gonna be up to her ears in work, getting ready for her school festival.
Oh, it's that time of year already? I bet someone's going to be awfully lonely soon.
Yeah, no. Alright, that's enough about me. Let's start talking shop. I want to know why an A-rank bracer, and the famous Beauty's Blade no less, is asking for my help. I'm also curious why you're doing this on your day off. Guessing this ain't a rescue a lost cat type request.
Afraid not. Take a look at this.
Damn.
There have been other incidents like this one here in the capital. They began around the start of the year. I'm sure this is old news to you, however.
Yeah, but I didn't think the rumors were actually true. What I heard was that there have been a number of strange goings-on lately, and that a lot of people have been dropping like flies.
The victims are not only policemen and soldiers, but also gang and mafia members as well. Evidently, they have all been killed in the most gruesome manner imaginable. It's inhuman, in every sense of the word. Due to the nature of the incidents, however, they're being reported as vague disturbances or accidents.
Well, given the parties involved, can't say I blame them. Hasn't stopped people from talking, but it's all just speculation at the moment. I figure the Guild and the CID want to close the books on this case ASAP.
That's right. A joint investigation team has already been formed. They've surmised that this is the work of a serial killer. Unfortunately, they have yet to find any serious leads.
I'll admit, this case has been on my mind. But I hadn't caught any sense, and no one had come to me about it. Until now, that is. If I'm being real with you, this is way beyond the scope of my humble little office. You do get that, right?
Yes. And until yesterday, that was perfectly acceptable. However, the situation has changed.
Target move it up.
Now, seize them all! Shard is online!
What the hell?
The CID's Special Ops Hercules unit, its Gamma company specifically, was wiped out last night. They identified a suspect for the serial killings via their intel network, but when they caught up with him, they were completely overwhelmed by a red fairy and a man in a trench coat, who transformed into a monstrous creature.
I want to say it's just the latest in special effects, but yeah, probably not. I'm guessing Renee sent you this vid?
Yes. Discreetly and privately. Not even the Guild is aware of this video. The many incidents caused by Armada last year were beyond human understanding. However, all of the reports mentioned the presence of a fixer and an unidentified dark blue monster. Consequently, multiple organizations are beginning to turn their eyes to you. I'm sure I don't need to tell you what will follow if nothing is done about this. Yes?
Honestly, even I don't know what all went down there. So, long story short, I've shot to the top of the suspect list. Of the CID and the Bracer Guild.
Nail on the head. It's only a matter of time before the CID makes their move to attain justice for the Gamma Company. This is personal to them. The same goes for the police and the Guild as well.
Well, shit. I just can't catch a break these days. But, thanks for giving me a heads up.
What are you going to do?
The only thing I can do. I'm gonna put my nose to work. This ain't something I can take lying down, especially since I should have been able to sniff it out from the get-go. I'm not just gonna sit here and wait for someone to throw me in the slammer. I've gotta get on out there and clear my good name. Pushing through thick and thin is what a fixer does best. I'll get through this. Whether that's by myself or with the people who have stood by my side. I'm only here now because of them. And I've still gotta pay them back for all they've done for me. I guess I'm sort of giving myself a 4 SPG here. Now, I hate working for free as much as the next guy. But maybe I could put up with it if a certain someone rewarded me with delicious sweets.
That's quite the roundabout way of asking me to treat you. However, I'm afraid I can't accept that particular arrangement. Seeing as I'm the one who came to you with a job.
Huh?
I can't just sit idly by and let a new seed of fear be planted in the hearts of civilians. That's not the Bracer way. Moreover, I have a personal stake in this. After all, a dear friend of mine is being caught in the crossfire of this whole ordeal. I won't let him be hit with a false charge.
Oh.
Face it, you need someone who can keep an eye on you. I think us working together would be the most rational solution. That said, I can't openly ask for your help, given my position as a Bracer. If it's done through a 4 SPG, though, I doubt there will be any problems. So, will you accept it? Hey, why are you laughing at me?
I'm not. Just wondering who's really the roundabout one here. You're the same as ever, Elaine. Actually, I take that back. You've changed a lot, haven't you?
I suppose I have. Although I think that's to be expected, given all that happened last year. And you've changed quite a bit yourself, no?
Guess so. All right. The conditions you've outlined match my requirements well enough. I'll be expecting you to pull your weight out there. Better keep up with me, Beauty's Blade.
Oh, I'll do more than that, Van Arkride.
Prologue, Crimson War.
I am officially in love with this caramelized apple. The slightly bitter yet juicy sweet flavor is to die for. That pinch of cinnamon combined with the flaky richness of the crust are sending my taste buds into overdrive.
The animation doesn't convince me.
It's perfection. I could sit here eating Monmar's tart tatin until the cows come home. I'll never get sick of it for as long as I live.
Same for me. Its flavor is refined, yet delicate at the same time. Calling it anything less than a masterpiece would be doing it an injustice. You're a master of your craft, Victor.
Why, thank you. I don't know why you're hanging around this deadbeat, but I guess there's no harm in kicking up your feet and sharing a meal in your downtime. The same doesn't go for you, you lazy bum. Also, you better not give this fine young lady any trouble. You hear me?
Yeah, I got it.
Why does he always have to give me such a hard time? Only because he cares, I'm sure. So, where's Yumi and Paulette? I haven't seen them here today. Oh, they've gone to see a race. They got an invite from a certain hot-headed racer we all know and love. He's been inviting her out a lot since the end of last year. I have to imagine the old Grump's been worrying up a storm over that. But even if he is a bundle of nerves right now, it at least ain't showing in his cooking. Ah yes, I've heard a little about the situation. The road to reconciliation can be long and thorny, but I wish them luck all the same. I only meant to have a light meal, but I think I got a little more than I bargained for. Now that you're full, perhaps we should set to work. Sounds good. The information on the case ain't gonna find itself. You wanted to hit up Riverside on the Grand Circuit, yeah? That's right. As far as we can tell, that's where the latest incidents have occurred. With your keen sense of smell, we might be able to uncover some leads that fell by the wayside. Let's hope my nose lives up to your expectations. I thought we head to Riverside first, since it's closer. Just give me a second to get ready, and we can hop to it. Riverside has been added to the travel menu.
Should be able to get whatever we need over at the general store. So let's... Wait, I need to make a stop at the tobacco kiosk. Gotta check out their novelty candies.
Ever the sugar addict.
If you're looking for Paulette and Yumi, I went out somewhere. I'm by myself to the evening. That comment's been getting pretty bold lately. But if his pinky toe crosses the line, I'll dip it in oil and fry him like a croquette. Sounds like he's been waiting for the opportunity. Not that I don't get why. Oh, shut your trap and get to work already, would ya? Don't go causing any trouble for Miss Elaine either. Yeah, I'm going. I'll stop by on my way home, Victor. You're feeling peckish, go ahead and order. As for you, delinquent, stay out of trouble with Miss Elaine around, you hear?
What's on the menu?
Products not previously seen in the store are marked with new. How much HP do we even have? So level reset. Maybe that changes?
What's on the menu?
My points, yeah, all the same.
Be seeing ya.
Monmar is so relaxing.
Actually, I was told I had another business trip coming up soon. You alright with watching Harry again for me? Of course, Hawker. The kids love having him around, but between you and me, don't you think you've been working a little too much lately? I mean, you're making it home past midnight more often than not these days. Harry's been talking about how much he misses his dad, you know? Sorry, I've had to take on a lot of new roles recently. I tried to book my return flight for as soon as possible. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but don't you think that's the kind of thing you should be telling your son? I was able to work my way up to a promotion recently, but they just ended up sending me out to fix a problem in one of the branch offices. I'm actually supposed to be heading to Anchorville today too. I'll be back in about a week though, I hope. Seriously, I don't know what I'd do without Robinson. Hawker's an old childhood friend of mine who happens to live next door. Our families have been friends for years now. He's a single dad, so we end up taking care of his kid when he's out on business trips. Ever since the end of last year, all has been focused on is work. Harry doesn't ever complain about it, but you can tell the kid misses having his dad around. Again, got any copies of Arrival Times? Oh, are you selling a new candy lately? What? All you ever asked was candy. I want a tobacco shop, you nincompoop. Fine, guess I'll take a candy cigarette then. Wait, or maybe I should get a churro? What did I just say? When will you learn? Hey, are you his client? Get him to do his job, would you? Yes, I intend to. I think I've seen her around before. She's awfully active for her age, isn't she? You probably just got up, didn't you? Don't start getting all lazy because your assistants aren't around. Get out there and get working, got it?
You sure are an odd group.
A candy cigarette and a pink candy. Pretty expensive for the healing effects they give, but or whatever.
Stop by again, I guess.
Evan, you here for a Cypher tune-up? Yeah, I was, but now doesn't seem like the best time. Yeah, sorry about that. We're in the middle of doing some maintenance on our equipment. We've been getting a lot of requests to work on those T-phones recently, so we figured it might be time to update our gear. T-phones. Aren't those the Cypher adapted for civilian use? Yep, they're nothing more than a mobile phone for the average Joe though. Still, I thought they've been selling like hotcakes ever since they released. You get that right. Although, now that I think about it, you don't really see too many in Old Town, huh? Well, either way, we've gotten a good number of repair requests for our things already. We just need to be prepared for the inevitable flood. Stanley's factory, I guess they're as skilled as the rumors claim. Yeah, they practically got all the other repair shops beat. Looks like we have to drop in some other time though. We should be finished by the end of the day. Why don't you stop by then? I think I can clean these parts with some liquid solvent. Yeah, you'll be speaking Spanish in no time. You seem awfully chipper today, Rebecca. Van! What is he doing here with someone so pretty? Don't worry about her, she's just a little shy. She says she's much more comfortable around machines than people. Well, people are just so scary, you know? And when there's so many of them out during the day, I could pass out just thinking about it. I see. I guess she uses all her free time to focus on her craft. Well, she definitely gets the job done, that's for sure. By the way, you men are kinda from Crail Village, right? She's a technician, just like me. Apparently she lives in Edith now. She even got a job at the Tree on Mall's lunch store. That's so incredible. It must be really hard, especially getting a job out here. Could never do something like that. Guess I'm gonna pass out just thinking about it. Hello, Van. It's a wonderful morning out, isn't it? How's your work going lately? I hope there haven't been any problems? Well, it's the same as usual, really. Things have settled down ever since we dealt with the Mafia stuff. There's not as many people need our help anymore. Is that so? I'm glad to hear it's more peaceful around here, but I suppose that does mean less work for you? Perhaps I send you some subcontractors soon. Nah, don't worry about it. I'll be fine. They seem awfully close. Maybe they are... Look like she's starting to get ideas. Father Nikolai is so personable. Plenty of people stop by just to talk to him. Did you know that he's also an accomplished pharmacist? I'll be just as successful as him someday. Just have to remember to keep working hard.
Goddess of the sky is always watching.
Good morning, Van. It's nice to see you again. You've been coming by every day, haven't you? Every day? Have you been praying lately? No, Father Nikolai and I have just a lot in common. Actually, we were talking about Inget's design philosophy the other day. Ah yes, the aerodynamic design of our vehicles is quite impactful. I'm sure we can expect wonderful things from them in the next race. Yeah, no kidding. They'll be real contenders for sure. Still, Edwards is in pretty top form this season. Wouldn't be surprised if things ended in a draw. It seems there's much to ponder upon in the world of racing, isn't there? Well, that was certainly unexpected. I didn't think he'd be so friendly. Yeah, the guy's definitely not your usual priest, but that's why people respect him so much. It's always a joy to talk with the people of Old Town. You get a chance to take a look into their lives, their struggles, their worries. And then helping them with those feelings is all the more rewarding. Feel free to visit whenever you like. I always look forward to speaking with you.
An early morning sauna trip doesn't sound half bad.
I got the hint. We can make a quick stop. You won't be any help if you're still half asleep.
Fine then. I'm gonna take a dip.
Hey, it's you two! Oh, Elaine! And you're the Spriggan, right? In the flesh, and you're those idol girls with you? It sure has been a while. You both look like you're doing well. What brings you to the area? We heard there was a bathhouse here that does wonders for your energy. We've really been putting the hours into our practice, so we figured it might be nice to refresh ourselves before our next performance. That's some smart thinking. Now listen up. Make sure you start with 3 sets. Don't start, Van. We're just here to relax. Hey, do you think we're... It's none of our business, Lulua. Anyway, we only get to perform so much because we get a lot of support from our fans. If you guys have time, we'd really appreciate if you came to watch us. I don't see why not. We'll be there. Yeah, for sure. Enjoy the sauna. We don't come to Old Town very often, but you guys have some pretty interesting shops, huh? Maybe we should do a few quick rounds before we head back. Might even find some inspiration for a song. You know, idol culture is still kind of new to the mainstream. We've been pulling in all this work with so little to show for it. But thankfully we've been getting invited to perform more ever since the last year's concert. That's why we've been taking the time to relax and recover our energy. We need to be able to give it our best. Oh, you're from Aquat Solutions, right? I'd like to thank you again for helping my son last year. Our family's been making a real effort to be more honest with each other lately. It's done wonders for our relationship. Well, I'm glad to hear it. There's no need to thank us though. After all, it sounds like you're the ones who've been putting in the work. We sure have. By the way, Curtis decided he would like to take the Aramis entrance exam in the future. We're a bit worried he'll overdo it, but we mean to do everything we can to support him. We only want what's best for him. It sounds like he's taking this quite seriously. Yeah, guess we should cheer him on as alumni, huh? I think it's best if Curtis makes decisions about his future on his own from now on. Of course we do worry, but we intend to continue supporting him in whatever way we can. I only want what's best for my boy. Well, perhaps Father Nikolai will have some advice. The father's home for once? Oh, you're from Aquat Solutions. You heading out for some work? You know, I've been helping Zora out of the morning housework lately. I'm sure my employees won't mind if I'm a little late to the office. I mean, I'm one in charge, aren't I? Plus, it lets me spend more time with Curtis. Gotta take care of the whole family, right? Curtis is still as prideful as ever, though. He told me this morning he's not giving up on going to Aramis. Well, I suppose I just have to make sure he doesn't overdo it. And don't overdo it with coming late to work. You're not the big boss either. Alright, I think the test score should be about here now. But I'm still barely passing this subject. Now, Curtis, now's not the time to throw in the towel. You can do this! The qualifier is tomorrow. My evaluation needs to be spotless this time. I know a lot's been going on lately, but I've decided I'm going to take the Aramis entrance exam after all. I mean, I am pretty smart. Why not go all the way to the top? Although I did just barely make the requirements. Good luck, Curtis. Huck. Oh, Van, and you're... Isn't this man a well-known economist? I believe I've seen him in the news before. Well, it's an awfully beautiful day out, don't you think? Perfect for my young. Really makes you want to put your heart and soul into the game. Such a blatant attempt at changing the subject. Guess those rumors about him being work-averse are true? Yeah, the business world makes him out to be this all-knowing genius, when he's really just a goofy old guy. And here I thought you came to introduce me to yet another beautiful young lady. Wait, you're not under arrest, are you? No, and why are you assuming she'd catch me anyway? He's quite funny, isn't he? And I'm glad to see we're on such good terms. Never would have expected that. Welcome. Oh, what's this? Don't tell me. Nice job, Van. You two take as much time as you need. What the hell are you getting at? You're just passing before work, alright? Of course, I totally understand. Nothing like a good wash before getting down to business, huh? I'd hate to put any more on your plate, Elaine, but I appreciate you keeping good old Van here from making too much mischief. Leave it to me. Have a little faith in me, would you? Ah, come on. You know I'm just teasing. Anyway, I'm sure you guys must have some jobs to get to. But since you're here, you know, why not enjoy a soak? Our baths are as refreshing as ever, you know? That sounds like a wonderful idea. The achievement section of the main menu is now unlocked. There you can get rewards for doing certain things. Been feeling pretty happy thanks to all these new customers we've had lately. Anyway, you said you were just passing by before work, but Elaine is a service, isn't she? Something smells fishy. Ah, whatever. Just take your time and relax, okay? The baths will do wonders for your energy.
Stepping inside?
This is perfect.
Ah, a breather was just what I needed. I feel nice and refreshed.
HP, EP, CP were fully restored and S boost gauge increased by 3 points.
Come back anytime.
Or 2 3 points?
He's such a stick in the mud.
That's weird. Mark. Oh no, Harry's been captured. Okay, stay calm, Mark. Harry needs your help. But Sheena's so scary when she gets serious. What should I do?
Nothing beats a peaceful life.
I said I was sorry, Sheena. What's going on over here? It's nothing really. I just finally managed to beat Harry at Kick the Can. That's what you get for being a cheater. Hold on, that mousetrap totally got a clean hit on you. Yeah, and using mousetraps and Kick the Can is cheating. What's she being so scary for? Come on, Mark, where are you? They seem to be having fun, I think. Kids gotta work off the energy somehow. Run, help! Sheena's on a warpath today. Don't you think you guys should cool it for a bit? Make sure you don't make your friend too angry, alright? Right. What's this lady so pretty for? I'm gonna make sure Harry pays today. Actually, it's kind of embarrassing how we're always at our house lately. I mean, I know we're grown up together, but still. I guess it doesn't matter really. His brain's practically empty anyway. Oh, huh? Probably the cat, right? Oh, hello. Do you live here? I kind of figured she'd reject you. Edward's basically the ambassador for all the cats in Old Town. Not exactly the biggest fan of people, though. Guess you must be special. You think so? I can't imagine why. Maybe she knows I'm a bracer?
Let's get out there and kick some butt.
I see you're working hard as always.
Well, if it isn't Van, you off to work? And with such a beauty as well. Wait, haven't I seen you around somewhere? It's possible. But I'm really just one of his clients. Please don't mind me. Sorry, I didn't mean to pry. Van may be young, but he's always been a hard worker. I'm sure he'll have your problem solved in no time. Oh, is that right, Mr. Arkwright? Yeah, let's just get this moving, okay? They seem awfully familiar with one another. Was I misunderstanding something? All your assistants left for home and Agnes is so busy with school. It's been so sad without them around. They'll be back soon, right? Make sure you work extra hard for them. I mean, I'm perfectly fine doing this job by myself. Oh, you think there's something your assistants would like to hear? No, I'm sorry, don't tell them I said that. They'd give me such crap for it. Sounds like he's getting along with everyone in the neighborhood.
Looking is always free, you know.
Cooking and ingredients. Cider?
Come see us
I'm
again
still have a
sometime.
strapped for cash. There's a flyer posted with information on how to apply for Tennessee. Oh, so they're vacant.
What should I pick?
Hello there, such nice weather we're having. It's sad to think this peace is only temporary. That's right, I know all about the terrible things happening in the deep, dark underground and... You can't mean... There's no need to fear, I bagged the guy just last night, handed him over to police too. Oh no, now everyone will know I'm the famous Phantom Thief Grimcat? That's not what I thought she was going to say. Natalia spends her days telling lies to whoever will listen. Don't think she does it maliciously, though. It's just a hobby of hers. Make sure you keep my secret, okay? By the way, you are familiar with Grimcat, right? And how she's been active for the past 50 years? Well, believe it or not, I'm her. First stood it up when I was just a wee lass. After finding out how many bad guys were roaming around the city, I felt I had no choice but to answer the call of justice. I've been thinking about retiring soon, but Evil never truly sleeps, you know? I can only imagine what Judith would think. Well, thankfully she doesn't have to know.
Would you care for some flowers?
Welcome to Siet Florist. I used to work as a part-time employee, but Raymond felt the need to move recently. He managed to teach me lots about proper plant care, however. He even gave me a few tips on how to make cookies with flower nectar. Anyway, I do my best to keep our wares stocked with top-shelf plants. So please stop by again, alright? I might as well, but I'll be expecting those cookies you mentioned. You never change, do you? Raymond used to live in this share house across the way with a few friends of his, but unfortunately they decided to go their separate ways a few months ago. The absence has kind of made things a little more lonely than usual, honestly, but I won't let that get me down. I still got a shop to run after all.
What would you like?
A rose cookie.
Please stop by again sometime.
It looks like they're getting along just fine. They don't seem to be related though. Maybe she's just taking care of a stray.
Alright.
I mean, you're cool, but you're a bit expensive right now. Melon or lame, just because it's a good... Well, good is a relative term. A decent HP heal.
Alright.
Good. Sorry for taking this long exploring the district, but it's a new game and I just want to get a feel for the areas again.
Off we go.
Recover via level up, huh? Alright. Well, here we are. Haven't been here in a couple months. Last time was when we were knocking a few back with Renee over at Bamodi's. Ah yes, it was nice that our schedules happened to align for once. Can't recall the last time we had done something like that. Yeah, me neither. Hopefully we can do it again sometime. It would be nice, but at this point in our lives, free time is a rare commodity. Man, this place is so peaceful. Hard to believe such a violent incident took place here a few days ago. Apparently a little spat between gangs escalated into a case of manslaughter. With this place being so close to Old Town and all, I've been making sure to keep my ear to the ground. Yes, that's the story that was fed to the public. However, police and guilds suspect it may have been related to the serial killer. The scene of a crime is in the underground maintenance tunnel, just past the entrance. Got it, so it's connected to one of Giacomo's old haunts, huh? Looks like the area's been picked clean for the most part, but yeah, there's something fishy about the place, I can smell it. But before we head over there, let's drop by Modi. I want to ask him about the case. That's fine, shall we then?
Well, if it isn't Van and... Oh, Elaine too.
Sup? Been a while.
Nice to see you again, Bermati.
And it's always a pleasure to see you. It's been some time since I've seen you both together like this. Wait, could it be that you're dating? And you didn't think to tell me? Oh, shame on you both.
I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but it's not like that.
You're letting your imagination get the best of you. Again. Anyway, you got a sec? We have a couple of questions for you.
I assume it's related to that incident? Very well. Pull up a chair. There's something that's been bothering me about the whole affair as well.
Alright. Let's hear it.
A copy of that video came to my place, courtesy of Kincaid. What happened was terrible, no doubt. And who would have thought the rumored serial killer would turn out to be a vicious monster?
I'm sure you're well aware the guild and the CID have you pegged as the culprit. Why they think so is beyond me. Perhaps something to do with the incident in Farbad or the strange happenings in the capital 2 months ago? Yeah, it's complicated and there's other parties involved besides me, so honestly I'm not sure how much I'm at liberty to say. Sorry, I know our usual bit involves more give and take, but we could really use some info. Mind doing me a solid here? Oh, very well. I would say what's the secret between us city types, but I suppose even we have one or two we'd rather keep under our heads. But remember, if you ever need someone to confide in, my door's always open. Thank you, Bamodi. You're a real one, man. Now then, here's all I know about the incident 3 days ago. It happened right here in Riverside, so naturally I looked into the matter. I learned it transpired at the same time as when the power went out here. Wait, you had a power outage? Indeed it did. All orbital-related facilities in the store were affected. The lights, fridge, jukebox, everything stopped all at once. As you can well imagine, it caused quite the stir, even apart from the incident. That's strange. Shouldn't those devices be operating independently? Yeah, it should be impossible for them to all shut down simultaneously. That is unless there was some kind of outside interference, like with what happened in Liberal that one time over half a decade ago. It's that long already, huh? The outage was over just as soon as it started, so it wasn't widely reported. But I still did some digging and I found out every place in the surrounding area had similar outages. I've yet to determine the cause, but regardless I find the whole affair rather suspect. Can't say I blame you. Well, if you find out anything about this, you'll be the first to know.
Thanks for the help, Ermati. I owe you one.
No, perish the thought. What else are friends for? I owe Elaine very much, so I'll support her however I can.
Why, thank you.
It's always a pleasure to see you two working together, and to think your relationship is thriving once more. Just make sure you don't mess up this time, Van. Can you stop already?
The world and this menu is your oyster. See you later.
Kokona was the mangaka, right? Why can't I think of anything? Drawing battle scenes is the worst. Just what am I doing with my life anyway? Miss Kokona, pull yourself together. Oh no, it's happening again. You're most popular artist right now, please. Even if we only have your name. Okay, how about this? We end the chapter. And bam! Bravely Legends will be taken to the underground for its next arc. That means I need to do some research. Therefore, the comic will be on a hiatus for the foreseeable future. It's genius. Miss Kokona, you'd really go that far? Alright, understood. I'll do everything in my power to support you. Wait, what? 2 heads are better than 1 after all, so what are we researching? Don't you think you're looking a little intense there, Conan? Seriously, you don't have to worry about me. I'll be fine. But we're a team, aren't we? With 2 of us, we have your research finished in no time. There goes my chance for time off.
Alrighty.
Miss Kokona is a best-selling comic book artist. Ask any kid around here what Bravely Legends is and they'll tell you. She goes by a male pen name though, so nobody actually knows who she really is. Oh, please don't tell anyone else, alright? Good.
My stall has the best dishes around.
Welcome, you're carrying some tacos today? How about some of our sides? Primo's been awfully worried about our menu lately. She actually done a lot of work to flesh it out a little. It's all been pretty well received so far. Guess I've got no room to complain, even if she does go for the more comfort food side of things. Primo's been spending some time trying out what the other stands are selling. If you see her around here and there, don't worry about it. She says she just can't rest whenever she knows there's a place she hasn't sampled yet. That girl. Damn it, Chino. We've had you on off too now? Get scared because you saw how great our tacos are doing? Well, you can't hide forever, you hear me? And who's this guy who took your place? He's selling roasted chestnuts? Well, whatever. He doesn't look all that experienced anyway, but I guess he is starting to get a lot of attention. Not on my watch. We will not be relinquishing our title as the #1 food stall in Riverside.
My dishes are simply to die for. I look forward to seeing you again in the very near future. It's really nice.
Who wants some roasted chestnuts?
Ah, customer, man. I only just finished my prep work too. Okay, well, the chestnuts are ready, so give me a moment, alright? Wait a second. What are you doing here? This is the son of a lady who runs a general store in Old Town, right? What's up? You working hard lately? I thought I remember you selling roasted chestnuts last year. Looks like you made a whole business out of it. Yeah, I guess. Makes me happy when customers like my product, you know? And it can be kind of fun to figure out how to sell it all to them. I can just manage to save up a little. I can finally repay my old lady for taking care of me all these years. Well, it's nice to see filial sons, don't you think? Your mom must be real proud. What? Not like that. Just doing it to get rid of all my debts to her. I get you. It's hard to admit how much you love your mom. These two are something else.
Oh, what's it gonna be?
Lady.
Later.
I think we don't do this today. Lodi? Alright, that should be enough for today's shopping. Man, biking makes everything so easy. You know, come to think of it, didn't I see Selma out running again? Guess even winter doesn't stop her, huh? I'm impressed. We should get her something as a reward. I don't know, does this look like winter to you? Flowers, green bushes? Yeah, of course, the concert hall is shut until the evening.
Oh, it's actually warm out.
Are you serious? Of all the days to sleep in, you just had to choose today? And now you want to get your car washed? Hey, it's a Z1 waste day. I can't just show up with a dirty car, man. Don't worry so much, Heights. I'm sure we'll still make in time. Just get a move on, would you? What's up, Bradley? Working hard? Hey, Van. How's the tune-up feeling? The suspensions any stronger? Yeah, feels loads safer now. Thanks for doing that. Just remember not to go customizing your car all nilly-willy again. Don't wanna lose out on any power after all. And if you can't resist switching things out, at least make sure you know what you're getting into. Understood, boss? As for you, young lady, you got any problems with your car? Just let old Brady deal with it. Thank you, I'll keep it in mind. Wait, what? How do you know Bradley? We met when I was working on another case. He's quite skilled at his job. Well, he did used to work for Ingrid after all. He's practically a font for mechanical knowledge. That girl, why she's always taking off when we're at our busiest. Oh, that's right, today's race day, I know. I don't usually care what she's up to, but all I know is she's better not coming home begging for new car mods.
Can I help you?
Come again.
A wallet, huh?
When icy roads increase the risk of skidding.
So, we have Sunday school. Welcome to our humble temple. You can worship in the same manner as those from the Central East. Though it may differ from how many practice in Edith, our faith remains the same wherever you go. Ah, that's right, guess I have heard there's a lot of variety in the Septian Church. Indeed, in the Central East, Edith is worshipped as Arusha, the winged goddess, but in the East, she's referred to as the Heavenly Mother. I suppose I have seen a lot of people of Central Eastern descent in the capital. I imagine this must be a sort of gathering place for them. It gladdens the heart to hear how familiar you two are with our culture. After all, understanding begets connection, does it not? That's why our doors are always open to those unfamiliar with our ways of worship. Many offered their prayers here last year. The tragedy at Cray Village. We did all we could to help those affected by it. To think such shadows can form in the hearts of man. We're hoping to rebuild the funds we've received from both Elsheim and Valis, but it's difficult to imagine when we'll have the ability to do so. Well, as long as we keep moving forward, little by little. Good afternoon. We're just about to start our lessons for today. We may primarily teach children of Central Eastern descent here, but we also teach the neighborhood children as well. They're all wonderful, honestly. I just know they'll grow into the kindest adults. With my help, of course. Today we're learning about the history and culture of Elsheim. Not personally of Central Eastern descent, but I have lots of friends who are, like Lolo and Ilda. There's a lot of interesting stories that come from that region too, so I've been having plenty of fun with it. I just need to remember to take notes so I can talk it over with those two.
Well...
The Principality of Elsheim is to the south of the Republic. It's a nation with a long and storied history. They've been allies of the Republic for a long time too. Actually, I think I've even seen the Crown Prince in the capital on occasion. I guess we're pretty close, huh? I did my homework today. I usually forget, but Rooney came by to remind me this morning. I don't know if I got any of the answers right, but at least I did them. Progress! Avakira's classes are so interesting. But once back in Elsheim were never any fun. I think I'm kind of used to Republic now, and I've made some friends too. Yeah, Sunday school's the best. We can't talk to the other children here. Okay. Good. But I would end the episode here and we have the final talks next time. Until then, I'm Mace and don't get lost.